Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to make these menus that you can use for a wedding or any other event. They're super simple and they can be done using your iPad and the app Procreate. We'll get started by opening up a new canvas and using the dimensions 5 inches by 7 inches. This makes a really good size for printing. Also be sure to check with your printer whether they prefer CMYK or RGB for printing. We'll make a circle, and you want the circle to go pretty much to the edges of the canvas on the top half. After that, we'll add a square, and you want to make the edges of that square reach the center point of the circle. We'll fill in those two shapes, one on each layer, and then we're actually going to just do a little bit of cleaning up to make sure that the edges line up exactly as we want them to. Next, we're going to combine the two layers so we can make a single arch and just center it so that it's perfectly where you want it to be. After this, we're going to start adding some text layers. We'll use a white as the text, and we're using the font Champagne and Limousines. The size of the text is up to you, but you do want it to be fairly big, as it should be the largest text on your menu. I found this image that had the word eat in a font that I really liked, so I took a picture of it and I pasted it on the menu, and I'm tracing over it using the brush called Brush Pen and deleting the previous layer. Now I'm going to add the text for the different courses. I'll start with the soup course, and I've done a few modifications. I've adjusted the kerning to make the letters a bit more spaced out, and then I've duplicated it 4 times. So this way I can have the exact same formatting for all of the text. I will change the actual name of the courses so that it reflects the appropriate course, but it will keep the same kerning that I changed in the soup course. So if you have more courses or less courses, you're free to modify this text as you need to make it fit your own menu. Next, we're going to add the individual menu items. You'll notice that I didn't duplicate the layer of font that I used for the different courses because I'll be using some different settings for the meal descriptions. I want the meal descriptions to reach almost all the way across the menu, so I've adjusted that. I have kept the standard kerning for the meal descriptions, but I will adjust the leading. Leading makes the space between lines of text bigger or smaller. In my case, I would like to have the space between the lines of a single meal description closer together. This way, you'll be able to easily tell that it is a single item on the menu, and the spacing will also be used to distinguish between the different meal options in the entree in my case. As we continue adding meal descriptions under the various course headings, you may notice that there is not enough space for each description. That's totally fine, and at this point, we just want to make adjustments by eye to get a general idea of layout. One of the things that you'll notice with this menu is that everything lines up to the right. On the left-hand side, things are not even, but the stylistic choice that I've made is to line everything up on the right-hand side. Once I have everything written out, I turned on my drawing guide so that I can adjust everything so that the spacing is even and everything is lined up on the right-hand side perfectly. Once I have the spacing how I want it, I select all of the text layers so that I can move it onto the menu where it looks best. In my case, I moved everything a bit further down so that I could increase the size of the Let's Eat. I also decided to show my client an option with an arched border, which I created by duplicating my arch 2 times and making each one a little bit smaller than the one behind it. I used a lighter shade for the sandwiched layer, and this way I created a border that matches the exact shape of the outside arch. I'm also dropping in some different color options to show you what the same style menu could look like with some different color palettes. This menu is super easy to customize to your event colors. Let me know in the comments below which was your favorite color. That's it for this quick tutorial on creating menus using Procreate. I hope that it has given you the confidence to design your own menu for your next event. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!